Alrighty boys, welcome back to another step-by-step video. Now today's video is going to be on a lion. Now the really nice thing about lion is that I feel like with his utility he has a very special place where when people are really adamant about holding a position, you can use your lion skins to basically make their position even more predictable. And what I mean by that is, for example, we're going to be attacking the top floor of Nighthaven bomb site here, where they are playing for command and pillar, right? And one of the things that I'm going to be trying to go for is I have 2 nades. I also have my 3 lion skins. I'm going to be trying to go for electrical because the main idea with this bomb site in particular is when you're getting open the main wall, if you're going for a pillar push, if you're going for an IT push, it doesn't really matter. You most likely will want electrical control because it just puts a nice like alternate pressure onto the enemy team. And the way that I like to take electrical is by using nades to get people out of position to try to get myself free kills on the hop-in specifically. Now, what ended up happening here, and the alternate way of using my nades, is my Ashe ended up dying, so I'm going to go ahead and use one of my nades to clear the close window so that way I don't have a mute shotgun to my face the moment that I swing this window. And it also potentially gets rid of Legion Mines, barbed wire, whatever they want to put on the window right there. Now, I know for certain that mute is going to be playing for electrical in this position, so what I want to essentially do is I want to try to get him to position himself onto the hold angle for the window, if that makes sense. So what I'm trying to get him to do is to have him hold this like little pixel angle on the right here. You're gonna see it right here. There's a little pixel angle on the window, and I want him to be sitting on that window in particular, so that way I can lion scan, make him sit on it, and then I can pre-fire him and get myself a free kill. Now it was a dock. The mute actually went over to the hallway here. I'm actually going to get audio of him being in that hallway there, so that's how I know that he's there, and when he rotates back I get myself a free kill. Right here we nade the mirror so that way we can get close, and then in the same breath of me getting close and hitting the mirror, I want to swing right away again, just so that way I can actually be the one who swings the person that is on pillar instead of him swinging it to me. And then we're going to go ahead and line scan once we're on pillar. That way it'll clear some space for me basically, so that way I can swing for the zombie that was shooting at me and get myself a free kill. And then unfortunately I died to the bandit, which is the last guy, but we are going to successfully get the refrag and secure the round. Now in this next clip I wanted to show you guys the example of like what you would basically do to essentially hop into the electrical window and basically get yourself that control. And the basic idea is to use your utility, which is the nades, to basically force the guy out from the electrical doorway on the other side of your hop-in basically. And so right here I'm going to lion skin, he's going to be on the doorway, I'm going to nade again for his swing, and then he's going to basically charge into me, which is kind of unexpected, but we do end up getting the free kill. Now we have electrical control here. We're going to go prone because I hear a lot of people trying to swing me, and then I'm just going to start pre-firing here because I expect someone to try to swing me here, which is going to be a mute, get myself a free kill on him, and then unfortunately I do end up getting traded, but that's okay because we accomplished our goal, which was to get into electrical and get some kills. Now the one thing I will say that is really strong online is when you grow and rappel up to like a window or something and then pop your gadget. And basically the idea is that like since you're popping your gadget, no one's going to be moving. So say for example if they're in a bad position, like for example top white, I'm going to go ahead and just shoot through the kid's window here, get myself a free kill on a bandit that was standing still because of my lion skin. Unfortunately for this round, I don't know why, but this guy traded me out somehow. I don't know how he got the audio for it, but he ended up getting the audio for it and swinging me and getting a refrag onto me. Now, I feel like it wouldn't do Lion justice if I didn't talk about the LMG online. And the main thing that I want to talk about with the LMG and guns in general that have like a high magazine capacity is that you want to be using them to essentially pre-fire and also take multiple gunfights. So like whenever you get a kill, try to look for that second kill. You know what I mean? Try to look for that third kill. But the thing that I want you guys to understand is like when you are going for that second kill, when you are going for that third kill, always expect the enemy player to look for the refrag onto you. And the other thing that I want you guys to start doing with your guns is when you're playing like Border, for example here, I'm going to be walking in the break room and I'm shooting a hole over to metal off rip because I do have that high magazine capacity, so I can just spray right through the wall, make myself my own line of sights for metal. This will basically cut off anybody trying to ego challenge for that. Next, we're going to start heading into into office here. We're using our lion scans to essentially freeze the enemy team so that way we can take this path through office and fountain. There was nobody in here, so we're able to just take it. And then right here, I actually get audio to somebody back archives, and then in these type of positions, after you kill back archives, you always want to assume that somebody's on Africa. So I'm going to line scan again so that way I can swing into it. Like I said, they're always going to be looking for the refrag, so I end up looking to get a free kill onto him. I get a free kill onto him, and then after I kill that guy on the Africa, there's going to be a guy on the left side half wall that's also looking for the refrag onto me, which goes back to my main point again, like always expect the enemy team to look for your refrag. Now, unfortunately, I didn't expect a third refrag and ended up dying to him. However, what ends up happening here is my teammates are going to go ahead and get a lucky super shorty shot, get a headshot, and secure the round. Now, next up here, guys, we're going to be over once again on Nighthaven. We're going to be attacking the basement bomb site. Now, this bomb site is a little bit interesting because the basic general idea is that you always want to look for the roamers first before you try to go for like some kind of like exo walk down play, or maybe you open up the wall and then you want to like make some kind of push through there. I feel like you should always try to clear out the roamers before you really try to go for any type of play, unless you're going for like a rush play. But right here, we're going to go ahead and see Legion over by the 90 here, and we saw him run over to the game side here, so we line scan so that way we can walk in, and then we're going to go ahead and move our butt all the way over to 90 here, and then just hold this basic cross here just to make sure that if he rotates into me, I'm going to be able to get myself a free kill. I end up getting audio that he's pretty much like full sprinting towards me because my teammates are pushing him out, so we go ahead and get ourselves a free kill off at a pre-fire. And then right here, we're going to use another lion scan. This is just to try to freeze people into positions, so that way when I swing, I can basically collect myself a free kill off of the swinger's advantage. Now, unfortunately, there isn't going to be anybody over here, so I'm basically just going to use one of my nades to open up the hatch to put a little bit of phantom pressure, and then we're going to start rotating over back towards game side. I'm going to use my last lion scan here. This is just to try to let my team have like a little bit more composure in this like push, basically, because in this type of position, all we really need to do is like look for some kind of vertical pressure, right? And so the lion scan is basically just to like let my team get funneled in a little bit without having to worry about like anybody potentially walking up staircases to flank, or you know what I mean, of that nature. Basically, it's just to give us a little bit of extra time. And then right here, we're going to go ahead and just start peeking through the vert here. We're trying to look for any potential free kills that we can get, and I'm going to go ahead and just not shotgun, but spray my LMG through the floor here to try to see if I can clear out any other potential angles that the enemy team could be hiding in here. So I go ahead and just start floor banging here, try to check short, try to check inside a nanotech, and what ends up happening here is I'm going to end up getting shot at by a Mira, if I'm not mistaken, here in a second. I believe he's going to start shooting me right here, and so I'm just going to go ahead and line it up, get myself a free kill onto him because his head is exposed. He was crouched, so I'm able to just line up the shot and get myself a free kill onto him. And then now we're in a nice little 4v3 position. There's nobody else inside of nanotech or short in this position, so my teammates are able to just walk down for exosuit. And then in this type of position, the main thing that we just got to look for here is just a plant. So at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and start rotating down exo staircase because there's not really much else that I can do on the vert here. So I go ahead and start looking to cover for my Ying here for his default plant. And what ends up happening here is, since my teammate, my Finka, is pushing up, I decided to also push up so that way we could look for a double swing on the last guy instead of just letting my Finka die on his own. So I go for the double swing instead of the cover play. I could have went for the cover play and it would have been winning also. But I feel like if I just leave Finka to his own devices, he's probably going to take a 1v1, potentially die. So if I take the 2v1 position with him, we're most likely just going to win the round on the spot anyway, just because Finka will be able to refrag me if I do inevitably end up dying and or winning that gunfight. Now I'm speeding through this next Oregon clip because, long story short, the idea that I'm going for is the same as earlier, where I line scan, try to look for anyone on an off position. Now right here, I'm actually getting audio. There's a mute that's close on the games wall, and basically the idea that I'm trying to do is I'm trying to wait for him to run back towards like attic, or you know what I mean, run back towards kids or something, so I can get myself a potential free kill. Right there, I'm shooting the glass for classroom windows, so that way if anyone punches it, I can react immediately, basically. And then right here, my plan was to lion scan, so that way maybe he will try to run in response to that. But what ends up happening is he starts moving right when I start line scanning, and I do end up getting the free kill into him. But it was just such like weird timing in that position, so yeah, it is what it is. It's how it goes. Now, right here, I actually ended up injuring the guy inside of Attic here, so I'm going to go ahead and go into Upside Down Repel for games here, and then we're going to go and toss a nade over towards the Attic doorway, get ourselves a free kill on the guy that was inside of Attic. Now it's a nice 3v3 position. I want to start working Master with the rest of my team here. I do have one more Lion scan in this position, but the thing that we need to do to be able to win in this position is we have to figure out where the last 3 guys are. Now, from the way that my teammates are positioned, there's obviously one guy inside of Attic. We see Frost inside of Kids, which means that most likely the last guy is going to be on bunks. So we're going to go ahead and walk in with the rest of our team. Lion scan to try to keep them in the same position that they were in previously. And then the Frost didn't swing me, so I'm going to go ahead and swing for bunks, get myself a free kill on the Doc, who I assumed would be there, and get myself a free kill. And then right here, we're going to swing the head holes, try to see if we can kill the Frost. Unfortunately, he ends up rotating back. And then he actually catches me off guard right here. But the nice thing about Lion is that he is a 2-speed, he has a 2 health. So I end up somehow managing to tank him and collecting the free kill into him right there and securing the round. But anyway, guys, that's going to pretty much do it for today's step-by-step video for the main commentary that I wanted to do. Like I said, the main playstyle when it comes to Lion is that you want to be using your Lion scans if you're going to be entering, or if you're going to be trying to do a setup play where you're trying to get people to stay on whatever angle that they're playing on so you can pre-fire them. Whatever you want to do, Lion has it. He also has the nade, so he is very flexible in that department because, you know, instead of using the nades to clear out people out of positions, you can also use them to clear out utility, which I feel like is always a bonus whenever you have an operator that has frag grenades. I would definitely consider Lion to be like one of those mid-round operators. I don't think he's quite there when it comes to like Ying or Grim in terms of like how powerful he can be in the mid-round. However, I do feel like there are instances where you can use him and basically get people to like lock themselves onto a position that you can take advantage of. Basically, like with that Nighthaven round where I basically allowed the guy to play the angle to hold my window, Lion scan, then pre-fire to get myself a free kill. I do feel like plays like that are really, really easy to do with Lion, and that's one thing that I really, really enjoy about his playstyle. But anyway, guys, that's going to pretty much do it for today's step-by-step video. Like I said, I will have one extra little gameplay clip in the background here if you guys want to see another round where I was playing Lion. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!
Op 4 last operator standing.
Launching drone.
Diffuser is online and active. One friendly operator remaining. Op 4 eliminated. Friendly mission successful.